Breaking tonight, a shooting at one of our largest malls on one of the busiest shopping nights of the year. Right now, Oakbrook police tell us one person is in custody. At least 4 people are injured.
And we have team coverage of the situation tonight, beginning with Nate Rogers, who has been bringing us live updates throughout the evening. Let's get straight to him with late-breaking details. Nate.
Yeah, that's right, Anthony and Corey. Still a very active scene out here in Oakbrook. I'm going to step out of the way so you all can see, at least from our vantage point, several agencies here: Darien Police, Cook County Sheriffs, Oakbrook Police, so many agencies. Now, here's what we know so far. The mall went on lockdown shortly before 6 p.m. More than 100 officers, some with guns in hand, canvassing the property. At least 4 people, we're told, were shot. Police Chief James Kruger says the incident occurred after 2 men were shooting at each other near one of the outside corridors here at the mall. One suspect was taken into custody. Police then spent the next couple of hours searching for a second gunman. Meanwhile, hundreds of shoppers either barricaded themselves inside store closets or ran to their cars. Here's more from the police chief.
People outside of H&M were like coming in and they were telling lock the doors, and so we all rushed in. Me and my mom are here, it's my birthday, so we went shopping, and so people were rushing in. We were getting upstairs and we were all locked inside the break room.
What exactly happened? What, your son called you and said what?
No. We were supposed to meet for dinner.
Okay.
Restaurant across the way. And I get over here, he said, well, he's locked in the store because I had a shooting outside. So with the shooting going on, they locked this whole store down.
A bunch of people were running down the escalators. It was almost like a stampede. And then over the intercom, they said it was they were locked down. There was an active shooter.
We were in one of the stores, the Loft, in the mall, and then we heard some gunshot noises, and everyone started running into the store, and then we locked the doors and got everybody safe in the back, and then everybody's running around like crazy.
Yeah, a very frightening experience there for so many families. And we spoke to more than a dozen people who just talked about just being inside the mall, not being able to leave for more than an hour. As I mentioned earlier, some of them even barricading themselves inside store back rooms, underneath tables, just because they did not know what was going on at the time. We're still waiting for another update from Oakbrook Police. They told us that they would have an updated press conference sometime around 9 o'clock. Of course, when we have more information, we'll be sure to bring that to you on air and online. Corey, Anthony?
All right, Nate, thank you very much. Obviously a terrifying experience for anyone inside the mall at the time, and there's still a good deal of people still inside the mall as police continue to sweep store by store to make sure everybody is safe. Again, the last we heard from the police chief about an hour ago, they were still on the search for that second possible gunman.
SWAT teams going store to store, making sure everybody was safe and trying to find the one man that appears to be still at large. Casey Cronus continues our team coverage live from Oakbrook. Casey, what do you know?
Well, as you mentioned, it's a terrifying day here at Oakbrook Mall. Terrifying for the people who were at the mall when this unfolded, and all of those who are still locked down inside the mall. Still so many personal vehicles of shoppers who were here the night before Christmas Eve getting some last-minute holiday gifts for loved ones. And as you know, this evening turned into a scary one when shots were fired. As was mentioned earlier, we know there's an unknown total, but at least 4 people have been injured, and police are still clearing the mall. When we were on our way here from Good Samaritan Hospital, we saw some SWAT vehicles, and we're told by police that SWAT teams will be clearing store to store to ensure that everyone inside gets out safely. Now, we do want to mention Good Samaritan in Downers Grove could not disclose whether or not any of those victims were transported there, but they did release this statement: "We are deeply saddened by this evening's shooting, and our hearts are with the community and those affected." And obviously, some shoppers did get separated from loved ones tonight. We want you to hear from some who were looking to reunite with their family members.
I turned around to the left and I heard pop, 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 pop. And then I went back inside and I started running. And that's when all the customers kind of heard it in the front of the store, and we all ran to the back.
It was actually outside of Nordstrom, right down at the stairs, like at the foot of the stairs. And all of a sudden, these mobs of people were running at me. my daughter was texting me saying, like, did you hear the shots? I guess you heard like 10 shots. And I see some guy running down the stairs, and all of a sudden, these 5 or 6 police officers came flying around. And it's literally probably, I don't know, 10, 15 yards from me.
It was scary, and also it was frustrating because this is, we celebrating Christmas and everything, and no one, it's not safe around here, just anywhere. You can't go here, you can't go there because someone's out here being careless and reckless.
And just in the last 15 minutes, we did receive a statement from Brookfield Properties, who manages Oakbrook Center. We'll read that to you now. They said, quote, "Tonight's isolated incident is extremely upsetting for our shopping community. We are grateful to our partners at the Oakbrook Police Department for their diligence in leading this developing investigation." And as Nate mentioned, we are awaiting another press briefing. It should take place any minute now, and we hope to learn some more information about the amount of people injured and those offenders. Back to you.
Casey Cronus live at Oakbrook Center Mall. Casey, thank you. Retired FBI agent Ross Rice has been with us throughout the evening, and he joins us once again now.